Thanks to the power of the Google Doodle, today we are welcoming Sergey Prokudin-Gorsky into our lives on what would have been his 155th birthday. As with most doodles, this one is celebrating a man who contributed a tremendous amount to his field, but few people today will be aware of his work. Prokudin-Gorsky was at the forefront of pioneering color photography at the turn of the 20th century, using his background as a chemist to take the art form to a new level. The Russian photographer is responsible for a vast project documenting his country with color photographs in the early 1900s, which still look incredible today. Prokudin-Gorsky was born in Vladimir Oblast on the 30th of August 1863 in what is now known as the Kirzhachsky District. There was little surprise that Prokudin-Gorsky developed an interest and notable skill for chemistry as he studied it under renowned chemist Dmitri Mendeleev at the Saint Petersburg Institute of Technology. It was in Saint Petersburg in the early 1900s that his photography career took off, where he taught on the science of photography and studied it extensively across Europe. It was specifically his use of three-color photography that was earning him plaudits, which was a relatively new and exciting format in a world that was used to black and white imagery. It was this work with color, and specifically his famous portrait of Leo Tolstoy, below, that gained the attention of Tsar Nicholas II, who funded Prokudin-Gorsky to produce some 10,000 photos of Russia in color over 10 years from 1908. Prokudin-Gorsky was not the first to use three-color photography, as it had been around since the 1850s. However, his skill with using it, specifically in his specially designed darkroom in a railroad car, led him to the forefront of the science. His adaptation of the technique also led him to obtaining patents across Europe. The basic science behind three-color photography is to take three black and white photos but with a red, green and blue filter on each. Superimposing the three images on a screen through another filter or being viewed through a special optical device would provide a color image. Prokudin-Gorsky, along with other practitioners such as Adolf Meyer, greatly improved this process and created the vivid imagery they are known for. Prokudin-Gorsky's huge project on the Russian Empire is not entirely still intact, but much of it is now held in the U.S. Library of Congress. He died in September 1944 in Paris, where he had moved to in 1922. Thanks to the power of the Google Doodle, today we are welcoming Sergey Prokudin.